A morning ritual for people who think deeply.
Zen AM.
Hey man, you talking today?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time again. Time for Zen AM. Start off with some breath work. I ain't even gonna lie, that's kind of a hard beat. I ain't even gonna lie, that's kind of a hard beat.
I always be dancing.
That's kind of a hard beat. Grand Rising, everybody. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Another episode of Zen AM. I'm your host, Nehemiah. We got Darian DTB Brooks.
What's going on, y'all?
Just another Tuesday in the neighborhood.
Just another Tuesday.
Got my Mr. Rogers vibe on. Won't you welcome to my neighborhood? I never watched that. Did you ever watch that?
Just the beginning part when he would like come inside and then take his jacket off and hang it up, and then that's it. That's all I remember.
Like, won't you be my neighbor? Please, oh please, oh please. But I never seen the movie, but I heard Mr. Rogers was the truth.
For real?
Mr. Rogers, I heard, was the truth. Like, he was the truth. Very, very about that life, social change, all that. So, shout out to Mr. Rogers, man. Who was it? Tom Hanks who played him in the movie?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Tom Hanks.
I gotta see that. I didn't watch Mr. Rogers growing up either. I think that was, I don't know,
Beyond
maybe
my
the
time.
generation right before me, because that is what, the 80s, early 90s.
Yeah,
What's that?
pretty
The
much.
80s. Yep, 80s, early 90s.
Oh no, he had it. He had it from 68 to 01.
Oh my God, 01?
Yeah, he passed away in 03.
He went all the way up. Yo,
That's
he had
that's
a
a hell of a
run.
run. That's a hell of a run.
Yo, Mr. Rogers had a run.
That's a hell of a run.
Woo.
Can you imagine doing Zen AM for that long?
I mean,
Like, listen, look here, y'all. Y'all know the intro. I ain't doing it today.
I mean, look at David Letterman.
Yeah,
Look at Ryan Seacrest.
yeah,
They on their way. Steve Harvey.
that's true.
They on their way. They retire in that position.
Yeah,
So if I had to have regular jobs, like, yeah. I was just talking to my boy Leroy yesterday from the challenge. Shout out to Leroy.
Leroy, what up?
And I was just thinking, I was like, yo, Leroy got a gang of seasons under his belt. I got like 8 or 9 seasons under my belt, but stringing way back. And I was like, only on the challenge can you do 20 years of television, have 8 seasons, 20 seasons, and you still need to get a job.
Yeah,
Think about that. You got 20 seasons under your belt. You got 10 seasons of television under your belt, and you still need to go and get a job.
that don't even
That's
make
crazy.
sense.
It does not make sense when you say it out loud.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And we're okay with it. We're like, yeah, because that's everybody.
Yeah,
They're in that same position. In where? Like, in what world?
yeah,
In what world? I could see if you blow through the money. That's another thing. That's a whole nother story. You blow through the money, that's on you. But just to never have that, or even the means to be able to produce that from the platform in that way, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
that's some interesting things. So I was talking to him about that, and that just came to my head. And when we talking about Mr. Rogers, I'm like, it's a hell of a run. And I'm thinking in my limited thoughts, like, damn, what if I got a job? You know what I'm saying? Like, my limited thoughts started kicking in. And one of the things that I've been working on is defeating those limited thoughts. Like, where in my life am I thinking limited because of my surroundings, because of what's been conditioned on me? Because we all have that area, and
Right.
you know, I have it too. And I was just thinking, like, dang, 2026 is I'm fighting all in.
I'm gonna tell you, man. It's as we get older, it doesn't get easier. Seems like it's tougher and tougher. So it's like we just gotta choose now to just say enough is enough and really stand on our 10 toes and not go for that stuff no more. Shout out to the people that standing tall, man, especially in the entertainment business. A lot of people is getting their business in order, but it seems like as you get older, as technology come out, it's like they find a way to dig you deeper and deeper in the grave.
Yeah. Even Floyd Mayweather, I don't know if you've seen, but Floyd Mayweather is going through a lawsuit right now with Showtime Boxing.
Yeah.
Talking about, I don't know how much he said they got from him, but it
I
was
think like 60 or 45, one of them numbers.
Yep. And then 50 Cent had to troll in.
Yeah. he
50
did.
Cent had to troll in. 50 Cent, whether I agree with what he does or not, because I don't agree with what he does.
What does he do?
He trolled black people.
Tell the truth.
He tells the truth, but he don't keep that same energy. Like, let's go back to the Fugees. Let's go back to the Fugees album. He was like, "You want to impress me? Shoot, don't impress me with this. Go impress me by shooting down the people who cutting out my lights. Go impress me by shooting down the people who cutting out my power. Like, you want to really impress me?
Yeah,
you going after Floyd? That don't impress me.
I think
going after Diddy? That doesn't impress me. Like,
I think he does that when you cross him.
I can see
Just
that.
notice he never talks bad about Dre. He never talks bad about M. Never talks bad about Snoop. It's only the people that he either do business with or some street shit and they cross him. I mean, he do it to his own son because his son crossed him. So what you expect? He gonna do it to everybody in the industry or anybody that try to cross him.
Yeah,
but I feel like to a certain extent he's loyal. I mean, you got Tony Yayo, you got Uncle Murder. He's been solid. He's been putting M's in their pocket for years. So it's just certain people, however you look at it.
Yeah. Yeah, I did see that.
You see the perfect segue? You see the perfect segue?
I did see that, y'all. I did see. So shout out to Boomin. It said, did y'all see Yayo and Uncle Murder ended up sitting behind Ja Rule on the plane? It's like, how many years will these dudes beef? They all around 50.
Yeah.
50 Cent is King Petty.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Can I speak to that?
Yeah.
I feel like that beef is it's been going for a long time, but Yayo and Uncle Murder had to do something. They had to throw pillows or joke at him. I don't feel like they have a ill malice towards him, but if they did not, and 50 Cent knew that they was on that plane, he would have shunned them.
That would have been considered a cross.
Yes, that would have been considered a cross. That would have been considered a cross. And 50 Cent would have been on a jet throwing food at them and stuff like that. That's how 50 is.
He too rich to be that emotional.
Man, yeah.
Too rich to be that emotional. When you sitting like that, you should be on some Mr. Rogers level.
Yeah. I get you.
Like, hey, hey, you know the smiles when you walking down the neighborhood, they jogging and it's got that, hey.
Yeah.
What you got to be beefing for?
Yeah.
I understand it's part of branding, but the Negro don't even rap no more.
Nah, he don't.
He don't even rap. Like, why you still getting into rap beefs and you ain't dropping albums? Like, where y'all gonna settle this? Online? Like some teenagers. You settling online like some teenagers. So it's like, come on, man. Like, 50 has a television empire.
Yeah.
Right now. So yeah, he's definitely the king of petty. On the business side, he knows how to utilize social media.
Right.
So that's the business side of it. But you can also utilize it without it.
Yeah, but see, I don't want to talk too much about the situation, but I think the Ja Rule is deeper than rap because he was a part of the camp that allegedly shot 50 to 9 times, and they was using Ja Rule to rap against them.
Okay, so it's all coming.
I think that's a never-ending thing. Like, if somebody shooting me and I got shot 9 times, it's never over.
It's all coming to me. It's all coming to me. Okay.
Rest in peace, Herb Gotti too. Man.
Yeah, it's all coming to me now. All right. All right. I'm going way back to I smell buzzy. Is that
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
Ja?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you, Ja held his own though. To
Oh
be
yeah.
in the front of first class, that's a flex. But then
Yeah.
you gotta keep turning around because they may be throwing pillows at you, throwing little words, you hearing them. It's like, come on, man.
Shout out to the people in IG. We got J
IG, what up?
Musical, we got Vicky G Bishop, we got Untamed Wild Brook, Cheryl Cosby, the Mike Krager, Kevin, Lynn's Kosh, Kriya, Auburn, Tina. Are they in here today?
Oh yeah.
Is it Amatude 97? Evers Silva, Stroman, Misty May, Hector Lopez. What up, y'all? Welcome to Zen AM. Hope y'all getting y'all morning started right. We over here talking mess. We over here talking mess, but we're gonna get into some breath work real quick. Just go ahead and get it started off. Go ahead and get it started off, y'all. We're gonna do quick breath work, just quick little 3 breaths, just to go ahead and set the tone for the day. We're gonna have a great day today. It's still early. We get to set our day right. It's only Tuesday. We're gonna come in here with some fresh energy. We're going to be able to be creative, successful, and productive. Ready? Deep breath in. Release through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Release through the mouth. Inhale. Release. Inhale. Hold it. Inhale. Hold it. Inhale. Hold it. Release.
That's it. Every time. Let's gonna do it every time, y'all.
He said, do with the body. Wim Hof. No, Wim Hof will get up in your ear.
Yeah, shout out to Wim Hof.
Has anybody been watching the Olympics? I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I was doing a lot of I was doing my typical morning look into the news and looking at what to bring to y'all today, and it was just all depressing.
Yeah.
It was just all depressing. Every single article was all about, like, it was all energy sucking and trying to make you feel something, and what it was trying to make you feel wasn't good.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm skipping Zen News today.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's too much. And before we was doing this, I would be hip to the news here and there, but very, very disconnected. And since we started doing this, I had to connect more, and I don't like it. I'll be honest with y'all, I don't like it.
I think we should create our own news.
Mm.
I mean, because I don't know, it's like a lot of things in our family, a lot of things in our friendship, or even work related should be celebrated.
Yeah.
And we don't get to share our news. I'll give you a perfect example. Every week at work, I gotta write accomplishments down. And it could be the smallest thing. Hey, that I had 3 tickets that I was able to resolve by the end of the day. That's an accomplishment. But we don't value our personal or family news to amplify that to that magnitude. Yeah, you took a sip for me.
For you.
Appreciate that. Appreciate it. So it's like it's a lot of things that a lot of people that is doing, and we're not celebrating it. I know we not even talking about it because we feeling like it's just another day, another thing. But we gotta start giving ourselves gratitude and showing appreciation to family, man.
Yeah. Everybody put a 1 in the chat if you started that award board. Y'all remember we talked about it.
Ooh, homework time.
Y'all remember we talked about it. Put a 1 in the chat if you started that award board. Exactly. You see, I didn't put a 1 in the chat either.
You see, I ain't put 1 in there either.
Because I didn't start it myself. And you're right. And back in the day, right? Like I'm talking about way back in the day before the newspaper and everything. Most of the news that you heard was just within your tribe.
Mhm.
If something magnificent was happening somewhere else, it would reach you. But other than that, only the things that were like extremely important came as news from outside of your village. Like these mofos about to run down on us, or or there's gonna be a famine, or there's a sickness happening. Y'all need to, that type of news. But other than that, it was all stuff that was just happening within the village. We weren't we weren't pushed with all of this information in front of us. And doing the show, now that I've been connected to it, I've just noticed that even looking at news, it started increasing my doom scrolling.
Mhm.
And I was like, hold on. I'm starting to go down. I was like, maybe we do change the scope, because I was doing the positive news. I think you remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
But that just started becoming few and far between. It was like almost the same stories happening. It was like, come on, we need something. I know there's something.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna have to do some deeper diving. Because some of this stuff is just I'll give you a perfect example. Perfect example. Um, one of the figure skaters,
Mhm.
they call him something. He got a nickname, but he killing it, right? He's the dude. They call him like Mega Quad or Quad God. I think it's something like that. I think on him Quad God. He got like this quad jumping stuff. But long story short, he ended up doing a flip, right? And everyone went crazy. And then what this article was talking about is how Black Twitter is now upset about it, because there was a Black girl who did it first, and she landed on one leg and all that, and it didn't receive what this person received, and it was stolen, blah blah blah. So I look at that, and of course, as a minority, that's sparking something in me. Like, yeah, how could I don't even know the full story.
Right, right.
And then I sit back and I'm like, if somebody just did a backflip on ice skates, I don't give a damn what race they are. That needs to be celebrated.
Yeah, most definitely.
Let's celebrate that.
Mhm.
Why can't we have a celebration without it turning into that? Like somebody just did something amazing.
Mhm.
And we can also give love to the person who did it before them too. It doesn't have to be one was celebrated more than the other or anything. And then what happens in your head is, if you're reading and you're not protecting your energy, the first thing I think is, yeah, they always do that, don't they?
Yeah.
They always do that, don't they? And then I get on my old super, I used to be real like militant back in high school and stuff. Then I get back on my militant African, like, yeah, they always do that in the system and this and this. And I was like, wait a minute, this article just sent me down a crazy rabbit hole, thought
Mhm.
and energy wise.
Mhm.
I was like, hold up, we ain't doing this. We are not doing this. So I'm looking at how almost every news article is being spun that way. It just can't be a news article.
Mm-mm.
It has to be a connection to whatever side is upset about it.
Yeah. Well, we talked about that yesterday. We said algorithm is not the truth anymore. It's more emotion.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times that people are writing this, they're coming from a side. They're not coming from a neutral aspect.
Mm.
And that's one of the reasons why I like when we talk, because we come from a neutral place. We could really care less. Like it's not really affected our household, money, or brand. So
Right.
it's like to come from that middle aspect and give perspectives on each side. That's when the value of your news or your content gets elevated. Because once you become one sided, you're just forcing people to drink this water, and it could be the bad water.
Mm.
So I think you're right. I think we should definitely take a break on certain things that we push out, because we take in perspectives from other people that's writing the story, and then we have to digest it and funnel it and then push it out to our audience.
Right. And one of the things that in this world that we know, it's not going to stop. Right. So I think that today we can kind of create that theme around what is your protection? Like, what are your protection tools in this time and age right now? What are your protection tools for your energy between all of the media you consume, between everything? Like, what's your protection? Do you have a protection? Do you have a routine? Do you have something that you use almost like in um, Inception? Remember, they all had their thing. He would spin his to remind himself that he was in a dream. They
Yeah,
had something to remind them of what world they were in and
yeah.
to
Snap
anchor
out of
them.
it. Yeah.
What's your anchor? What's your energy anchor?
Mm.
What's your energy anchor? Especially nowadays with everything. Everything is trying to steal our energy. So what's your energy anchor when you start to go down? Because I was on the toilet today going down and I was like, what's some good news stories?
Right.
That's when I get most of my good thinking.
Right.
When I'm sitting down and I'm calm and the water and the waters are still well, not the toilet waters. It's more like a rapid raging rapid.
You're a trip, man. You're a trip. That's a good question. What are my energy anchors? That's a great question. I don't think I have any besides breath work and walking away from it.
Mm,
I've been watching a lot of CNN because that's probably the only thing that's been on TV, like at the hospital and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, really? Like they talk about these heavy events, but they only give like a minute to it. Then they go to the next story. They don't give
right.
you a time to digest. So I'll normally just take a deep breath and change the channel. That's my anchor. If I'm on the
Mhm.
channel more than 20 minutes, if it's the news, like reset, flip through the channels.
Yeah, I like that. I don't have one either,
Hmm.
and I need one,
Yeah.
right? I think we all do. I'm gonna look into that because there is no pause, right? It's like there is no pause. It's like information, 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 information. And one of the things that they say is like the bad thing about porn is not necessarily like the act of it. It is a lot of it has to do with how many videos the brain is circulating through and how many images in such a short period of time, and then what that does to the brain of opening up all different types of different gateways. And it has to do a lot with that, because if you remember back in the day, if you wanted to watch porn, you had to watch it like a movie.
Yeah.
You had to put in a tape. It wasn't if you wanted to watch porn back in the day, depending on how many people was in that tape, that's what you had.
VHS.
And you wasn't getting through the whole tape.
Yeah.
You had your sections. You had to fast forward. It was different. It wasn't like and it's on a broad TV. So
Right. Right. Yeah.
your timing had to be right.
Right.
Saying just no whenever you want.
Right.
Like, no, you can't just shut the door.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's our anchor? I mean,
But
obviously back in
the thing is, I think like as much as we love this 24/7 lifestyle, like I kind of wish I was alive back when the news cut off or the TV cut off at what 10 or 11 o'clock, and you
yeah,
had no TV, you had no news because that's when you really had your silence and your peace and your solitude. Now you don't have that at all. You can turn the TV off, get in the car, and turn on the news station, and they're
right,
talking and they're talking. So it's like we don't really have time to utilize that anchor because we have information coming at us. Look, I got a screen here, my phone here. It's so many ways that information can come my way.
right. That's so true. And that's probably why it's important for us to have this topic today, because I look at it, who's our parent? We have to parent ourselves.
Mhm.
We have to parent ourselves the same way You're not going to sit and let your kid be on the screen and you trying to limit your kid's screen time, and you were going to be protective of the stuff that they watch, the stuff that they listen to. You making sure they getting in bed at a good time. If you say do your homework, they say no, I
Right.
don't feel like it. You still make them do things even though they don't feel like it because it's getting towards a certain goal. We don't have who's our parent to make sure
Mhm.
we do that. When we say I don't feel like doing it, who's the one that's saying, well, I don't care what you feel like doing, you got to.
Mhm.
A lot of us don't have that, so we just don't do it.
Right.
And we don't
Right.
have someone that's I don't feel like eating my brush. I don't feel like eating my broccoli.
Mhm.
Well, then we just don't do it. We don't got someone saying you better eat your broccoli.
Right.
Unless you dating like Ike Turner or something. You know what I'm saying? LMA, eat the broccoli.
Oh man. But we do have an anchor.
Mm.
It's our
Janae,
body,
oh, our body.
but
Mhm.
we just don't listen to it.
Mm. Mm.
We just don't
Go on,
listen.
go on. Yeah,
We
go on.
we,
I
we
like
don't
where you're
listen
going
to
with
it.
this.
We don't.
Uh-huh.
We may have back pains and things like that. We just think, oh, I just got out the bed too fast. No, you're not stretching, or the type of bed that you have is causing strain and pain to your back. So
Mhm.
it's like if we don't listen to our bodies, we won't listen to anything that's around us.
Mhm.
And I noticed, like, even trying to be in solitude, I started listening. Like when I took my trip, I was listening to the wind blow. I was listening to the birds. At night, I could see all the stars in orbit and things like that, and really being intentional. So it's like we gotta start finding something that we're gonna listen to. Because if you don't listen to anything, that's the route to self destruction.
Mhm.
So the body got to be the first thing that we listen to and obey it, because
Yeah.
it's gonna let you know. It's like, okay, I tried to tell you. Now I'm gonna put you out of commission.
Right.
Now when it's time, you got to get a hip replacement. If you would have been stretching or working on your hip flexors, I probably would be good. But now you ain't lubricate them joints. So now you gonna sit down because I said it's time to sit down.
Mhm.
So now that's what I'm really learning, that being older is just being wiser with my health, and being just cautious and listening to my body. Okay, this doesn't feel right. What are you trying to tell me? Did I
Yeah.
drink enough water? Did I sit enough? Did I sit down enough? Did I get up too fast? Like, that plays a factor nowadays.
Yeah. A huge factor.
Mhm.
A huge factor. I mean, I'm gonna take a sip for you, but
Yeah, so the body is the anchor of all anchors at the moment, in its
mm,
physical form. And I think that's our direct portal to the Most High. And if we don't listen into that, then, buddy, you will listen. You will
yeah.
listen.
So I think that the body is an anchor for one thing,
Mhm.
right? Um, Sometimes if we wait for our body to tell us it's too late,
Yeah, but we get the signs.
we definitely we like, for
Bang,
instance,
bang.
like, yep. So like scrolling social media, right? What's
Uh-huh.
the anchor there? For instance, like for me, the anchor, if you listen to your body, the anchor was the emotion.
Right.
It was the emotion.
Mhm.
So I listened to my emotion. My emotion was I was starting to get angry.
Right.
And I listened to my body like, hold on. My body is changing. I'm getting angry. I'm getting tense, adrenaline, almost like that fight or flight. Let me get up off this page. Let me stop. So yeah, the body will definitely tell you. And most of the time, the first initial is going to be an emotion.
Mhm.
It's going to be an emotion to it. So if you're starting talking about starting a diet, for instance, and it's the next day and you know you're supposed to be eating something, right? And now that chocolate cake comes around and you eat it, the emotion that you're probably going to feel is guilt.
Mhm.
guilt, like, man, I said I was going to start to boom. So if you listen to your body and you listen to that emotion, the emotion I'm feeling is guilt. This is emotion I don't want to feel. I feel guilty because was I feel guilty because I made a promise to myself and I'm not keeping that promise, regardless of what the promise is, and I'm not keeping it. That stirs up this emotion. I don't like that emotion. So for me not to experience it the way that I grow is when I make a promise to myself, I keep it, because that's going to be a different emotion. It's not going to be the emotion I get from not keeping it.
Yeah, you're 100% right. You're 100% right. I would agree with that 100%. Yeah, I would agree with
Yeah,
that.
see, that's one of those ones you got.
Yeah, you really
Yeah,
got me. You really got me.
you gotta break that down in the head. You gotta shout out to who we got up. Oh, they up here. Shout out to Queen Bee's Herbal, Killer Queen, Coella, The Notorious Mom, BK Fever, Bianca, Tiff 69 Bone. We know what that's 69. Tiff 69 Bone. Come on,
Tiff,
man.
what up?
That's one of those ones that you be like, hey, can you page my sister? She's lost. And you got the person over the phone saying, I'm looking for a 69 bone.
Shout out to Boo Man in the comments.
Nate Miranda, Taylor, Blevins, Paul Wallum. That name sounds familiar. Warrior Frankie, William, Ework, Mystery Lover, Nick Perez, Burn Alex. Shout out to all y'all. It's a lot of people up in here showing love.
Boo Man says, as much as I say I hate it, not being able to access my phone or outside communication when I'm at work is peaceful. Only my wife and kids and parents and siblings has connections to me. Yeah, I think it's really time to set those boundaries, because if we don't, we'll. I mean, a lot of people today can't live without their phones. I know for me that when I took that trip, and I can't wait for springtime because I'm going back. The first day was good, and then towards the end, I'm like, okay, I'm over here twiddling my thumbs. Like, it's only
Right.
so many crossword puzzles. It's only so amount of music. I think maybe because it was chilly, I couldn't walk, because I love to walk. And I think that's probably where it should start, as even with health. Yes, diet is important, but movement is the key.
Yeah.
When you start to move, you'll feel better. Like, you know what? If I did eat this cake, I know I might need to add another 3,000 steps to that to create that balance.
Mm-hmm.
But people that don't move, it sets you back. It really sets you back. And I'm learning, like, me stretching, and I always watch a lot of the Eastern family and culture, especially the Asians. Like, they doing squats, sitting, they doing the Indian squat, or they doing the Chinese squat for hours and centuries. And they said one that keeps them awake whenever you feel tired if you squat like that, but it's also keeping those joints lubricated. And the moment you stop losing that, what the first thing you see, people back go out, they hunched
Yep.
over. So it's like, just start at the base level, just walking and stretching properly. Cause I know for a fact if I don't, I'ma regret it. And I'm gonna be very upset with myself, because I know what I'm supposed to be doing health wise. And I just gotta continue to stay at it.
Yeah. No, I'll take a sip for you.
I'm gonna have to get my mug, man. I'm gonna get me a mug,
Yeah,
man.
we got to get you a mug.
I'm gonna put me some skin milk in there, something like that.
Do like Michael from The Office, just skim milk and sugar.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know if y'all remember that episode. That's when he started his own paper company.
Yeah.
He started his own paper company. He got in the car and he had it in a coffee mug. Pam thought it was coffee.
That's what I do when I go to the casino, because people drink alcohol. I'm like,
Mhm.
you have skin milk? They're like, let me see. I'm like,
That's
I
what
don't
they
want
used.
that.
That's what they used whenever the kids went to the bar in the '90s movies. That's what they would order.
Oh, really?
Give me your milk in a dirty glass. Yeah, I remember the movies. I think that was that movie Cop and a Half. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
You remember that movie Cop and a Half with the little black dude who became a police officer?
Yeah.
Give me a milk. Another, the movement too, and getting in nature.
Yeah, man.
Walk in nature. I seen
Yeah.
something that was dope recently. It was like these Native Americans talking, and it was like, y'all go into buildings so that you can talk to God. We come to nature so that God can talk to us.
Yeah.
And it was such a powerful thing because I remember what it felt like when I just hiking. And it's just a whole different energy. You're not around all the 5G and those wires and the this and the that. It's you were in nature's freeway.
Man.
You
It is
know.
so peaceful, bro. It's so peaceful. So peaceful. It's so peaceful.
Y'all gonna see me, I'm gonna have the long beard, the long hair. I'm be looking. Anyway, I haven't seen Nehemiah in a while. I'm about to be a castaway on purpose.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we just really start to ask yourself and find out what is your energy anchor.
Mhm.
Find what that is. Start finding that, whether you have to start with just putting like a quarter in your pocket and having it. And anytime you feel your energy shifting, put your hand in your pocket and grab your quarter. Something you on social media and you doom scrolling, just having your hand on it, just so you remember when you start to see these posts that are getting you riled up and everything. Just ask yourself and find one. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that today. I'm gonna find me an energy anchor, and I'm work on my doom scrolling too.
Mhm.
Work on that. Take one day a week to do no social media.
Mhm.
That's one of the things that I liked about the Jewish culture is Shabbat.
Mhm.
I know Shabbat, you don't do a lot of stuff. Like you
Yeah.
for real rest. Like you're not really supposed to cook.
Mm-mm.
Depending on how deep you go, you're not even supposed to hit a light switch.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Shout
know,
out to the
so
Amish community. They really on that life.
yeah, they really are. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all, if doomsday come, I'm finding me some Amish people to kick it with. They've been doing this.
Yeah.
They've been doing this. The rest of y'all city people, I'm ditching y'all.
Yeah.
I'm kicking it with the Amish people. They already got the food set up. They look, they know how to turn sweaters out of hay. You know what I'm saying? Like they out there they on the knit.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm with it. What we got today? A caller? What we got? I don't even know. I'm gonna go to IG. Shout out to everybody. I'm about to send y'all some tea this week. Let's do it. Shout out to Iris 10, Dev. I can't even say this name, so I'm just gonna say shout out to something Hermione or something. So yeah, if y'all in the comments, man, think about that. Find your energy anchor, find your energy anchor, find your energy anchor, especially right now because times is crazy. I was watching another thing, this whole Bad Bunny Super Bowl thing is such a distraction. They got everybody coming out the woodworks.
Yeah.
Everybody coming out the woodworks. I was watching something with Megyn Kelly talking to Pierce Morgan. I don't know if you saw that, and she was going off just on a racist tyrant, talking about football. It should be all American, and like there should be meatloaf. She couldn't even think of foods. She couldn't even think of the foods. She like, what's an American cuisine, ma'am? Like, give me one. Go ahead. You say meatloaf?
Meatloaf.
When is the last Super Bowl party you went to? And they said, "Oh, hold on, yeah, we got this here. The meatloaf is over here. Help yourself."
Right.
I've never been to a fucking party with meatloaf. Miss Megyn Kelly, how about you don't have no chips and salsa at your next party?
Right.
Serve some meatloaf bites. Don't do no pita. Don't do no hummus. Don't do none of that. Go with some American cuisines, some craft singles, right? Get you some craft singles and some meatloaf.
To go to the Bad Bunny thing, right? And I'm 100% fine on what he was doing. He was introducing people to the culture. But I feel like there should have been either some subtitles or something. Nah, because and the reason why I say that is because if you wanna introduce people to your to your lifestyle, you gotta meet them halfway. And I didn't feel met halfway. Give you a perfect example. When they do the Star Spangled Banner or when they have concerts, they have a professional sign language to the people that's deaf so that they can understand.
Yeah,
So it's like you gotta meet people where they are so that they can enjoy the show and learn from it. But a lot of people, only thing that they can talk about is how they couldn't understand it, how the music was, and just the antics that was going around it. Without he probably was really saying some dope things. And I wish I had somebody in my house that knew Spanish to actually, because I believe he was trying to, bring peace and unity, but you talking to nobody that, majority of people that can hear you or understand what you're saying.
To defense and agree, right?
Ooh, let's go.
My defense to Bad Bunny is that he didn't ask to perform. They asked him.
Yes.
He ain't asked.
Yes.
They call you doing you, and they call you. What you gonna do? You gonna do you.
Right. But you also got to understand the magnitude of that field that you on.
So then to the defense of that, like, I agree with what you're saying, but I don't know if that's his call for there to be English subtitles or not. NFL should have done that.
Right.
The NFL should have put those up. Why wouldn't they do that? They're the ones with the cat. It's their broadcast. It's not his broadcast.
I agree.
He's just a performer. Like the NFL set all this up. Like they should be accountable for, you know what I mean? Like
100%.
So,
but
I highly agree that there should be English. I think that there should have been. I highly agree that there should have been some English subtitles. Absolutely. I agree with that.
Or one song with him singing something in English.
Yeah. Well, they had Lady Gaga singing in English.
I mean, he even had Ricky Bard. I thought Ricky was going to do one of his Living La Vida Loca. We could have definitely knew that. You feel me? I said, oh, Ricky got us. Ricky got us. He got us, y'all. Ricky said, then when I seen the top, I said, yeah, he ain't going there. And I'm telling the clothes was fire. The Latin with the shirts out, the wide collar. It was fire. I respect all of it, but I just knew like if he wanted to get more traction, maybe he did. Maybe he was like, yo, this is for us for once. Because I know how that feels like to, even with Black culture, we doing this for us, by us. We never had a chance to do it on this magnitude. We're going to show them. We're going to force them to come our way. So
when we say that, I mean, that's exactly what people say about the Beyonce performance. People were mad about Kendrick Lamar's performance. People are always going to find a reason to be mad because they don't feel included, right? Sometimes it's not about being included. Sometimes it's about just appreciating,
right,
and viewing and appreciating. And we can appreciate just art for what it is. Just appreciate the art. Like this brother don't sing in English.
Right. Understood. Right. I understand that. But there's options like the Beyonce Super Bowl or the Kendrick Super Bowl. I'm pretty sure they had that SAP button where you could change the language. We didn't have that option. We was forced into something like that.
Oh, you're saying that but once again, that isn't an artist thing.
It's not.
That's the network thing.
That's true. That's true.
So, they don't have anything to do with that. Like when Beyonce's performing, they were all mad about everything. It was too Black. It was too this. She had this. She had this. It's just a human thing. I feel like I should have representation here and I don't.
Yeah.
This is what has been happening in television and music forever. The one time you don't get no representation, we lash out. We're fully represented in all of this. We always have representation. So the one time a 15-minute slip out of a game that is 3 hours.
I felt like it was 30 minutes. I ain't gonna
Let's say
lie.
30 minutes. Let's say a 30-minute out of a 3-hour program that has nothing but representation all the way through, from the
Mhm.
players to the commercials to the assistants to the associates to the CEOs to all of this. So we don't have representation for 30 minutes out of that whole thing, and we give representation to a large group. It's millions of Spanish speakers in America. Millions.
Agreed.
On top, do you know what the official language of America is?
What's that?
We don't have one.
So we don't have one.
Yeah. So, especially as minorities, I understand we are always on the side of not being represented. Always.
Right.
So when that stuff happens, that's why they always look like, yo, what up? Where y'all at? Um, so for me, what I saw was a group of individuals who do not get representation at all.
Mhm.
Us Americans are so blind and we are so in our own world. We didn't know any of the people he had up there. That's how
Right.
little we care and bring ourselves to other people's cultures.
Right.
We didn't know one person. We up there looking goofy. Who that? Who that? Who that? And those are the boxer dudes. Oh, that's the lady who her shop is in I forgot, like Miami, when he went to go get the little thing. That's a
Yeah.
famous all of
Right.
these are people.
Yeah, most
And
definitely.
we are so in our own culture that we don't even expose ourselves. And we
Right.
notice this when we travel. They know who our people are, but we don't know who their people are.
That's
So for
true.
once, we need to get off our high horse, accept the culture. Don't try to make the culture bend to us so that we understand it more. We need to stretch ourselves so that we understand it more. Don't
Right.
try to, you do you. It's on me
Right.
to work to understand you. So,
Understood. Understood 100%. I think that it was a great thing to do. Definitely to shift the culture. Definitely to have people talking. I don't know too much about the viewership. They said it overdid Kendrick and Michael Jackson. I don't know about that, and it probably could have been done that. But yeah, I appreciate it a lot just from me not knowing and understanding and wanting to learn more about the culture. So I'm very explorer in that route. It was a great
mhm.
show. I just wish that maybe, like I said, it would have been. I know he got a song with somebody that does English. Lady Gaga, cool, yeah, yeah, yeah. But I just wanted to feel more. I felt left out, and I
Even the
wanted to
song
be
he
more
did
a
with
part.
Drake, you wanted to be a part of it? See,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's the whole I feel left out thing. That's the whole,
yeah.
that's the American way.
But
That is
but
the
no. So
American
let
way.
me let me explain. Feeling left out on my way is just saying, "Hey, I want to know more about this, but I can't understand it." So I'm thankful for the pictures and imagery because when I seen where they started out at and things like that, I'm like, "Oh, okay, he's taking us through a story." So from that aspect, I'm thankful. But far as what was he saying in the music, that's what I would want to know what he was saying.
Um,
Especially when I hear talks of him dressing up in other different ways and forms and fashion.
right.
You just got to be careful of what you receiving.
I could tell you what he's saying in the music. It's not powerful. Like the
It's not
music is
powerful.
pop. I mean, it's pop. When he's like, they asked me why I got so many girlfriends. Got so many girlfriends. You know that song? Si me pregunta, something like
I,
that.
I don't know none of he
Banana
said.
eat, banana eats, hey.
I don't know
Take a
nothing he.
selfie, say cheese. You don't know that one?
I don't know nothing he
That's why
said,
you
bro.
feel. That's why.
Yeah, that's
Did
exactly
you
why I
look up?
feel.
Did you look up the Bad Bunny Super Bowl English translation?
Nah, they have one.
Exactly. If you really want to be included, if you really want to be
They,
included, I don't know. I don't know.
but I shouldn't have to do that. Me as a consumer, you
As
got
an
to meet
American
people.
consumer,
We talked about this before. You got to meet people where they at. See?
I
Can you
mean,
put that quote back up? Can you put music has and will always bring the world together? Do you feel
thank
like
you.
that performance brought the world together?
I think that the fact that we all allowed the media, which we've been doing, to be able to create divides amongst us. This was all media. This had nothing to do with anybody's. Nobody would have felt that way to the point of where it got to had the media not blown this out of proportion. It was all media, and we fell for it, and we fell for it, and we fell for it. If the media would have said Bad Bunny's performing at Super Bowl, we'd have been like, oh, cool. And whether you mess with him or not, you would have been like, I'm excited for the show, or you would have been like, I'm not. It would have just been that. It would not have been this whole cultural thing, this whole we're making it a whole separate American one. We're doing this. This is all part of the plan. And on top of it, it brought way more viewers than it ever would have. And everybody fell for it. Everybody.
You know
The
what?
NFL got everybody watching. And they was
Most
like, how
definitely.
can we get everybody to watch? This was all a business ploy. And
100%.
everybody fell for it. Everybody.
But you know, as Bad Bunny, I would take some offense because the first time you have 2 halftime shows, regardless if it was on YouTube or not. If you're gonna do it right, right? And I think that's where it messed up when they gave people options.
Well, the NFL didn't do that.
Who did it?
That's Turning Point.
But they had NFL branding.
It was all on Turning Point. It was on their website and everything. I'm not sure. So the NFL didn't give you an option. This was the
Did they
Turning
promote
Point
it?
USA. I can't answer that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where the promotion came from. I don't know. Like now when we see stuff, we have to, just because you see it, we don't know who's promoting it, So I don't know who promoted it, but
let me see. Kid Rock.
It was the Turning Point.
I don't know. I don't want to prolong the show, but I'll find out because
What's the question? You want to know?
if the NFL was back in this.
Well, all you got to do is Google. Like Google was Turning Point's halftime show affiliated with the NFL? Like, did the NFL have affiliation? And it'll tell you right there. I mean, it won't tell you. We don't know. They could have slid them some money in the back. It'll tell you what they want us to know.
No.
See?
So okay. So, but you see how news? You see how news?
Thank you. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. This was all a ploy, and we all fell for it like some dumbasses. The NFL was like, we're losing ratings. How can we get more people to watch? Nobody was going to watch the Super Bowl. Nobody. No one cared about Seahawks, and no one cared about the Patriots. This was all like we all fell for it again. Like,
yeah, the NFL don't have nothing about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is so when they say there's 2 halftime shows, no, there's 1 halftime show. There was 1 halftime show. Another group of people chose to perform during halftime.
Yeah,
but that's not a lot of people did that
right there. I'm filing a class action lawsuit. I was bamboozled thinking that the NFL had 2 halftime show for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And I missed half of the Bad Bunny. I'm doing a class action lawsuit. So if anybody want to be a part of it, send me an email, $50, and I got you.
Thank you. I'm so glad that we came to that conclusion, man.
Always, we always gonna come down to the bottom of it, man. That.
Because the Super Bowl was trash. They basically Floyd Mayweather, Jake Paul'd us. Okay, they learned the master of promotion,
right,
without the actual product being good. The promotion is better than the product, and that's exactly the world that we're in right now. Mm-hmm. They mastered the art of promoting. Without that, they didn't have anything to promote that Super Bowl. It would have been one of the lowest rating Super Bowls ever, but instead it was one of the highest.
Yeah.
And I saw that they might have even, I gotta fact check it, but they might have passed the Michael Jackson. I think it was like 130 million views. But you gotta fact check all this stuff. And I think they're saying that one was like 140 million or something.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah, so we gotta fact check it. And this had nothing to do with the game. Like it had nothing to do with the game. It had all to do with the headlines of two shows and people in the frenzy over this, whether it's American or not. Like this is what I'm talking about. Where's our energy anchor, so that we stop falling down these traps? Because this is how we are going wherever they lead us.
That's
Wherever
true.
they lead us, they got us picking sides without us. It's the magic trick where you think you're picking a card, but the card has already been picked.
Mhm.
That's all that's happening. They got us picking sides between two people that we didn't even choose to pick sides for. And they do it in the presidential elections. They do all of it. It's the same thing. They did it this time. If there was a vote taken on who would do the Turning Point USA halftime show and they actually listened to people, I guarantee K-Rock wouldn't have been the one. There's so many new artists. This was all a plot. They did Kid Rock because of the controversy that he's connected to. All of this, like this was all, and we fell for it. We
Yeah,
fell for it.
I know I did.
So get y'all energy anchor. Get this money. Get this money,
This
man.
money.
There's money out here to be made, and we over here arguing about Kid Rock and Bad Bunny.
Let's get this money, man.
Let's get this money, man. Everybody eats B. We got a caller. Hopefully they from a Latin country. Paraguay, Bolivia, Chile, Argentina. He went in. He was like, Chile.
We got Sergio from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Thank you.
Shout out to Sergio.
Shout out to Sergio.
He said, "What's up, Zen AM? I've been talking to this woman for about 6 months. She's consistent, supportive, and really shows up for me. The problem is
she cheating on you. Go through a phone.
The problem is I don't feel that spark, no butterflies, no obsession. But when I'm with her, I'm calm. My life is more stable. I keep wondering if I'm settling or if this is what really love is supposed to feel like. So tell me, is it Zen or am I lying to myself?"
Hey.
Let's go, love doctor. Let's go, man. Help Sergio out.
Look here, Sergio. Now, the problem is y'all young kids is dating for today. You got to date for when you're 50, when you're 60, when you're 70.
Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? That's your problem. Is this person somebody who's going to be good around that time? Are they going to, if you got to build a family, are they going to be good there? Sometimes we be looking for sparks. That's what your side piece is for. Your wife don't always got to be your spark.
Talk your talk. Here you go. You want to bring it down, y'all.
The wife is the foundation. If she got, you know what I'm saying? If the wife cooks, she cleans, she got a good job, y'all work together, y'all make a good team. If she cook, you do the dishes. Y'all just got that team thing. It's just that synchronicity, right?
Yeah.
See, that's who you build with. Now the spark, that's the one that's gonna be crazy.
Right.
You don't build with her.
Uh-uh.
You know what happened with sparks? They eventually die out.
Talk about it.
That's why they only sparks.
They only sparks.
So you use them for when they that.
Yeah.
Get your little side piece. Don't get a sister wife, get a side piece. Because you don't want to bring those sparks around. You don't want anything contaminating the purity. And you talk to her about this. You let her know, look here, baby. I'm gonna provide, I'm gonna do all of this, but sometimes I'm gonna need a little spark in my life.
Right.
You might need it too.
Sergio, I'm gonna say this, man. I would agree with Nehemiah a lot.
What?
I would say don't date for the day, date for tomorrow in the future. You know, marriage is like a house. It's a 30, 60, 90 year investment. You don't want to buy a house and the roof is messed up. You know this roof gonna last you 30, 60, 90 years. You got to be that protection and coverage. So find you someone, and I've seen like that she's consistent, she's supportive, and she really shows up. What else do you want, my guy?
What else, my guy? Like, what do you want? Like, you got you a good home, but from time to time, you got to stay in a hotel.
No.
That's what he's saying. He said from time to time, you get your little Airbnb with a view.
No. No. Stay home, man.
That's what he said.
Stay home, man.
Get your little Airbnb, man.
Stay home, man. We need more marriages in today's time. Stay home. You found you a good one. Hold her down. She gonna hold you down. And it's
I
only been
mean,
6 months. It's only been 6 months.
give it 2 years.
Yeah.
Give it 2 years. It's only been 6 months. Give it 2 years, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. You need to talk to God with this one.
Always.
You
I'm
got to
down.
talk because sometimes this is just what I found is that when I pick my partner, I do a bad job.
You think so, man?
I don't know. I don't know. No, I don't think so. But I think that when you get older, it gets tougher to date. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And you really have to like it's just different when you date in your 40s versus in your 20s.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? You know more and you
Right.
have zero tolerance for certain stuff. So yeah, I think that nowadays the reason why a lot of relationships are the way they are is because we're trying to fit so many things traditional into non-conventional forms. And I think that we're at the time and place now, obviously, where you both have your spiritual foundation and you rely on that, but then you sit together and talk about what a relationship is, what do you see, this and this, and people don't even do that no more.
Yeah.
It's like people don't even know what their own want. Like they don't even do that no more.
You
So
you know why? And I'll
what?
leave it at this. When they make dating a subscription that you hey, what I'm getting out of this $9.99 plan.
It's called
You
dating
know
apps.
what? Let me get the $49.99. I know what I'm getting.
Ooh.
I know what she getting. I know what she want out of this.
Y-
And this you'll get what you want. When
Yeah,
they
but at
put
least those give the
subscriptions with
specs. Those give the specs.
yeah,
We
get
ain't
the
got no
specs.
specs. We ain't got no
That's what I'm
specs.
saying.
Yeah, get your
Wait,
specs and make your decision.
wait till they come up with the subscription. They're gonna have all the specs. You get
Yeah.
free text after 9, free dinner dates. She gonna come over when you don't need it to. Don't
Yeah.
get the basic plan.
Don't get the basic plan. Yeah. So we're gonna end this here, y'all. But so like Darian said, just get your wife, get you a side piece. I don't agree with that, but that's what he said.
No, I did.
He said, "Hey, look, I'm
See,
not agreeing with
Wednesday's
that side.
approaching, y'all. Wednesday's
I'm not
approaching.
agreeing with that, but we're gonna be here tomorrow. Tomorrow is side piece Wednesday. Tomorrow is side piece Wednesday. Nah, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Another episode is in AM. We ran over today because this was such a great day and a great episode, and we got a little passionate about the Bad Bunny America topic. But see y'all tomorrow. Holla.
Holla.